Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's spawn in the pets. I checked out that video corruption issue. Still not entirely sure what went wrong, but we're not going to dwell on it either. Let's get our pets lined up properly. And let's check the quest log here. We're going to be doing the father. Let's turn that in and then we'll continue on with the witch's bargain. And we can just minimize these in the meantime until we get to that section. So, lost father, let's go turn him in.
I am relieved that my father made it safe. We were never close, but he's the only family I got left.
Tonical reshaping.
Thank you.
Yep, looks good. Let's head back. Alright, go ahead and grab that quest and let's get started. Take a look at these resistances before we go. You always got to remind yourselves, especially when you do like I do. I play with a bunch of different characters, and you know I use Dreeg for my farming. So oh yeah, let me do I need chronally? No, I have chronally. So I'm trying to farm up enough what are these things? Mandates and warrants, so that way I can make this a little bit easier. So I'm gonna need some ethereal warrants. That's what I gotta do when I go back to Dreeg. That's my farming character. Maybe I'll do a video with Dreeg as well. Just, you know, running around doing a bit of farming, trying to find some let's go and pick up that basilisk mark. One of these basilisk things I actually use with Dreeg. It's not this one, but it's one of them. I'll just put that here as a reminder to farm that. And creeping ring of sight. Let's just pick it up and we'll figure out the rest later. But a lot of these mobs here, let's go ahead and put the curse of frailty on them. Hopefully that'll make quick work of these guys. Yeah. Oh, we got some basilisks. I want to definitely take the basilisks just for a chance of getting their medals. Those MIs are working pretty good. And I think there's some quest drops from these guys too, like the ram's horn or something like that. What are these things called anywhere? Alpha leaf? There we go. Yeah, so we can just go ahead and throw that in there. And this is the tree that I think we have to go to. There's a quest in that tree. And we'll come back and clean the grove. Ooh, wendigos. Let's go ahead and grab those wendigos. Give everybody a nice little bufferoo. It's going to be a little spawn trap right here. There it goes. Alright. Everyone is down. We'll just take our time and let the guys sort of, because these guys like to disappear. They're hard to hit with the curse of frailty. There we go. I had to remember my positioning when approaching the enemy. Allow my attackers to get themselves in to the fray before I do, especially when you know it's going to be a lot, right? I have nearly gotten one shot by skellies that way a couple of times. Okay, so then we just throw that down to let them finish it up. Very nice. Okay, get away. I didn't mean to stand directly in that. Let's grab that. And I didn't actually check what that sword is. I just snatched it up. Blight Fiend. Okay, we'll figure it out later. Right now, no inventory management. We just want to grab stuff and go. Yeah, so we're going to come back to Mock Drojan. For now, let's knock out some of these cannibals here. Ooh, is that a Forsaken? Yeah. Let's make sure there's nothing over here that's gonna... I thought there's normally like a spawn trap over here too, but we'll do that real quick. Drop that, put down the Wendigo. There we go. Alright, what is this? Let's just take it. We'll figure it out later, right? The rest of that stuff I'm not too keen on. Let's just give a little Curse of Frailty out. And I like that the Curse of Frailty slows them down. So I'm thinking about putting another point into Curse of Frailty. And that way, as the pets become stronger and are capable of clearing some of the trash a little bit better, I could just zap them with the curse, which will slow them down. And by the time I run past them, like so, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm thinking about that. Oh, did they drop a component? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we got here? What do we got here? Nope, definitely don't want none of that. Okay. I thought that there was a cool chest somewhere around here. And these plants, I like to stay near enough. So there we go. That's one right. That's exactly what I was trying to. There you go. So they transform and you get a chance to get in one of the cool rings from them. At that time I didn't get it, but you know. Maybe next time. Oh, is that about it? Let's go ahead and check that out, right? Roll them over, see what we got. There we are. Nice. Okay, let's go this way. And who's the blue? Oh, okay, that's the gen. I thought it was an NPC. All right, let's just let them go in. I'm just gonna make my way around. All right, they can clean up some of that. There's no point in trying to clean up all of it. These aren't heroes or anything, so we'll get a ton of them as we go along. There you go. Definitely gotta grab that loot. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, that's just the other area. All right, let's go around the path here. Somewhere to the left here where I'm going, to the west, there is the cage. So that's why I'm constantly going to the west, trying to find a path that'll take me toward the cage. Wendigos. Okay. Got some cannibals, more wendigos. Have I missed the cage or something? And that totally looks like a secret area. Alright, I think over here sometimes later on anyways, like an ultimate. And once you get enough rep, I think there's going to be some powerful wendigos that spawn here, like a boss or something. I'll check Grim Tools later on. Try to confirm that. Maybe they'll have an item that we can farm. I think some of them do drop items for some other characters. So I have like Roy. I need to remake Roy because he died once. And it was totally my fault that he died. Like I was playing him in the SR and the guy that I was playing with in the SR took us to a level I was not ready yet, and I was like, bro, just cash out. Like, you know, this character is not ready for all of that yet. I just kind of wanted to test some things out. I didn't know you were going to try to take us that far. And it was always, oh, one more, and you know, and that's how I ended up dying. I could have just bailed, but I wanted to loot at the end too, right? So the greed got to me. All right, let's go ahead and bring you in. All right, yeah, enough of them. Just get the boss. You can come back for them later. Silly guy. All right, so these things are good for stuff too. I didn't get a chance to see all the stuff that's on it, but that's okay. I'll, there you go. I'll take a look at it later. Oh, you guys go ahead and, can you break that for me, bird? Or whoever? Very nice. Alright, let's go and grab some of that loot. Alright. components are always a nice thing to have, right? Later on, we gotta start doing some crafting, man. I'm telling you this. All these smaller components you're picking up, they're gonna equal some pretty nice stuff. Now, later on in this video, what I'm gonna have to do is definitely go farm some what do you call it? Crystals, because my crystal count is low. So we're gonna have to farm some crystals. I was kind of hoping to do that another time. Oh, this is a trap. I know it is. That's a trap. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. Yep. Oh wow, those guys are kind of tough. Nice. And of course they would drop pools. So we'll just wait just on the outside of that pool. Make our way in. We'll just pick that up. Oh, we already have one of those. Okay. So now we need the venom, right? The basilisk venom. And can I not? Oh, okay. Terrible. I'm wondering, did I run past the cages yet? There we go. I just said we're gonna need that. Okay, very nice. I thought the cages were somewhere on it. Oh, that was gonna change. You're gonna drop. Oh, okay, Ogden Bloom. Those are good too. You're gonna definitely need lots of Ogden Blooms when the time comes. Alright, so they're not gonna transform any further. Making quick work of those Wendigos, let me tell you. Alright, this is where the cages are. Over here. We got a ring. Let's just check it out. And I'm not too keen on that ring either. Alright, so while those guys do their thing, this is one of the benefits of the pet build, right? Like they're like ooh, what we got there? Let's go ahead and just pick it up, right? We can always check it out a little bit more later. Now that we got the cage people, that's why I was going to the left all that time. Ectoplasm, very nice. Could always use some of that. And let's get these eldritch plants as well. There we are. I'm tempted to go back to the SR because I was running the SR with some friends, and in the SR you can level up really fast, and that's kind of what I want to do, is just so I can wear like my main set. But one of the things that happens when I do that is whatever resistances I don't have for my main set, obviously I need to go farm through the factions, right? So I might as well just stay here and, you know, get the factions out the way. And that's another thing that the warrants and stuff are good for. You want to go ahead and get all those warrants and get your main character, or whatever character you're building up to snuff. And those warrants are going to help you get the heroes and champions a lot faster. Whatever, I think they're champions too, right? Or they're just heroes. Whatever. You get them a lot faster, and that's the good thing. Wait for leveling. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, I have mandates for all the factions, but I do not have warrants for all the factions, or enough warrants. That's another thing. Even though this game is from 2013, I think that's when it was released. The online community is still going strong. Like it is a really nice community. All right, bro. All right, we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. All right, you guys go get that guy. Let's see if he drops an Ogden Bloom. And he did. Very nice. I saw that rock over there, but I'm kind of in a little bit of a rush to get through here. Oh crap. Okay. My man over here throwing 2 pieces on me. Got that 2-piece blade art going. There we go. And here we are. We're gonna go get this guy over here. Let's just hang back a little bit. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Bring in the primal spirit. Alright. Dodge that. And why are they not? Let me dodge that next one. Okay. I sent the primal spirit on them. Okay, there we go. So it took them a little while to figure it out. I don't know what that is. Something to Covenant. I don't think I'm gonna wear it, so I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so we got out of the cave. We're still looking for the other cave that's probably around here somewhere. Okay, so here we are. I found this one. I think this is the one that has the shrine in it. And I also forgot to do this. Silly me, right? Running around without a potion. Alright, so yeah, this is the one. Oh, there it is. I almost walked right by it. Nothing good. Okay. Let's go in here and take care of business. I think the Wendigo we have to destroy or something. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. I'll just wait. I don't remember if that guy is a part of like the quest line with the Ravenger or whatever. I just don't remember. So I'm just gonna leave him. I mean, we can always just come back and I should cut out the backtracking. We can always just come back and take care of him if need be, but I think for now it won't hurt to leave him there. Okay. Love that sound. Yay. I didn't even see what it was. I just picked it since I almost left it. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Alright. It's merged. Okay, we are now at Barrowwell. Let's go in here and smash these guys to bits. There we go. Bring in the primal spirit just to speed things along nicely. There we are. And now we are at Barrowwell.
Welcome, traveler. I hope. Oh, cutting right through the format. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, gotta get friendly. Grab these.
A blessed welcome.
And now let's move along. All right. So I had no idea a store pops up in here where you could buy stuff in the Barrowwell. I think it was on my character Dreeg one day. I just was fooling around over here and I saw that there was a store in there. It's like, bro, I'm just running by the store the entire time, not knowing that I can get stuff. Activate the ward. Yeah, we're not gonna toy around with these guys too much. I really need to just start rushing through the rest of normal, because that's what we're doing now. We're just getting our faction stuff. These mobs are not giving me the experience points I need. And again, I kind of want to get some heroes going, so once we start over again in Elite, I can get the rest of the, hello, there we are. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so once we start over in Elite, then we can get the rest of the shrines and stuff as well. But I want to at least get the, yeah, you see that? I want to get my faction points going. Because if I want to really level up, I can just go hit the SR. And I say that like I just have friends just waiting on me. But I mean, randoms, some randoms are pretty cool about, you know, working with you in the SR. No, my build is super sketch though, right? Super sketch. Alright, so a lot of that merch I'm picking up, I'm really not even looking at the specs myself. I take one glance really at the affixes and decide whether to pick it up or not. And then later on, I will start, you know, figuring out whether or not to do that, to keep the items or not. Alright, they're still taking a little bit of time to clean up the trash mobs. Where's the direction around here? There we go. Yeah, these guys aren't too tough, and I think, oh, the Basilisk though, these guys I do want to take. Fang of Prowess, there we are, let's go ahead and grab that. Dreeg obviously is not going to wear any of this because Dreeg is level 100, and I'm sure that was like not level 100. So, yeah, or level 94 I think is the highest item set thing. Is it this way that we have to go? I mean, let's just take it. We're already here. Alright, let's spawn Primal Spirit in here. I'm looking for that dynamite is what I'm right there. We are. And then sometimes there's a second piece underneath the rubble piles. Okay, we got the dynamite. We got the chest. Got something of the wild over here. Well, it's not better than the Lokar set, and I'm pretty sure I'll be, well, even if it's not the Lokar set, like I'm wearing the Beast Caller set right now, and I have the pieces for the mythical, or I could take my mythical off of my other pet build, because that's the one this one is meant to replace. I have another conjurer called Grizzly Pupper. That one helped me understand whether or not I could enjoy a pet build, and I have like a fondness for it, so I might just keep it around. But truth be told, it'd be cheaper if I just take that set off of Grizzly and decommission Grizzly. Yeah, but I'll keep it around for a little while. I do have a ton of Beast Caller medals, mythical Beast Caller medals, and I've been stocking up some of these right here, so you know what I mean. Eldritch essences and transmutation. All right, there we go. We got an ancient heart in there. Very nice. I love these treasure troves. That's like the primary use for dynamite right there. You can blow up some purples too for the other items you need, but man, let me tell you, treasure troves, excellent stuff. On this chest over here, you guys, if you guys could just, there you go. Stand aside, let me get to that chest. I mean, got some decent aether on it, but it does nothing for my pets, so. There you are, bring in that guy. So you guys go ahead and fight him. Knock him down a good bit. And that is also not worth the time. It could just be merch, but because we're so low level right now, it's not worth messing around with the merch. Bring it back in a bit. Alright, if there's anything I would appreciate in a Grim Dawn 2, it would be 2 portals that you can put down, or just more world portals. You know what I mean? Cut out some of the backtracking in these dungeons, or like for the really long dungeons. Once you like get the ultimate and you know, you defeat the bosses or whatever and get enough rep, maybe it opens up like a hidden portal deep inside. You know how like in the Flesh Warps, how there's like that little portal in there, and yeah, you know what I mean. You guys know what I'm talking. Really eliminate some of that backtrack. Oh, I thought there was gonna be a chest or something in here. All right, there we are. Dreadlord. Oh, did I miss the turn? I did, didn't I? Let's zoom around here. All right. And we're just, I'm pretty sure I know where the people are, but I still like to, there we are. I'm pretty sure they're in the bottom over here. Oh wait, am I? Oh, I didn't make it out all the way. It's over this way. There we are. Let's just Puppers aren't quite strong enough to be taking on all those guys. Oh, here we go. We got Wendigos now, though. I do want to take on the Wendigos, so let's bring out the Primal Spirit real quick. Check out that barb. I do not want that barb. And here we go. We'll just go ahead and send those guys back. Open up the rift, and they are on their way. Now, I saw that there is a totem somewhere. There it is. This is going to... There we go. Twilight Signet. What is that? Alright, let's just pick it up. And, yeah, no, I wouldn't. Don't want to waste my time for that. And I think that's everything. Let's just check the quest log real quick. Alright, spared you all that. Let's go ahead and turn that in. There we go, turn that in.
A blessed welcome.
Okay.
I am so pleased that we could come to... I am thoroughly pleased to hear that you've been mingling among our people and finding a place. We've always had,
No. I thought he was going to drop it on the floor. We don't want to do all that right now. We just kind of want to get this and go. All right.
You've returned. You chose to negotiate with the thieves. That is your... In now forgotten times, the altar of Ratosh is a rare place in Cairn.
Okay, that's the best that we got, huh? Did she give me the thing? Okay, great. Got the keepsake. Let's get going. And we can come back and do more stuff for them later if need be. Because it's normal, I'm just not... Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Let's, do that. Alright, glad they're safe. Oh, I can't get the witch yet? Or maybe I... You know what? It's fine. Let's head out. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and save Olgrim. Make it over to Lone Watch, I think it's called. The next rift up ahead. And then we are going to call it for this one. But there are many more to come. Now that the little one is in school and I can actually get a moment to actually do stuff without having, you know, constant interruptions, it's great. It's great. So let's do this. There you go. Yeah, I can tell. Ooh. Ooh. Whatever attack that is. Maybe I should stay. Okay. I'm trying to rush ahead of my pets, and that is getting some resistances there. Alright. And is it me, or is my screen just way too dark in here? There's certain areas of the map I can't even see. Alright, let me check that out. Okay, so I had to switch to full screen mode, and then I bumped up to gamma. Hopefully this is a little bit better as well for the recording, because goodness me, it was dark on my end. So, oh, now everything kind of... Now it's kind of whitewashed. Okay. Oh, there we are. Very nice. Might have bumped that gamma up too high. Hopefully it's not on the recording side. I can deal with it so long as the recording's not too bad. Alright. Oh, I need to be careful here. That's right. Chaos. Alright, so what I'll do is soon-ish I'm gonna have to go farm some... I'm hesitant about putting powders and stuff like that on this armor because I want to reuse this armor, right? Like, this is not my permanent armor, it's just something that I'll use up until I get to a proper level to wear the mythical beast colors. So that's why I'm trying not to put faction powders and stuff like that that'll soul bind this armor. However, even if the next character will wear this armor, it's going to need some buffs. Like, it's going to need something. So maybe I can look through my components and try to find somewhere better kit this out, maybe. Because both Aether and Chaos are pretty rough, and I'm in like the Chaos area, so we'll see. Alright, gonna give those guys that. And I don't think the shred... I don't think the shred is going to be powerful enough. When Elite comes around, I need to be more careful. Oh, right. For this realm, I think we need to actually push to the gates. I don't think there's a boss here we need to defeat, but not in this area anyways. And that's where the low car thing is. Which one is that? I forgot they had one of those. There we are. Now we are at the void's edge. Let's take our time right. Yep. Put that down. Yeah, I think it's going to be beneficial to, I'm just going to run a little bit of the basin. Maybe not even too much of the basin. I might just go straight to elite. Because one, I want those shrines, man, without getting my devotions. Like, that's another thing. My devotions, I need to plan a bit more for the devotions. I thought I was going to go for Mock Drojan as my final devotion. So that way I can have the damage. But then I keep remembering with Grizzly, I had a ton of well, in my mind, I had a ton of damage. I have seen other pet builds that are just insane, but for what I'm capable of, I had a ton of damage, and almost no survivability. Especially there was one character. Or one nemesis, I don't know his name, Moon or something like that. The big, I think you get him by farming the undead of the of that city. I can't get the name right now, but he does a lot of stun locking with cold damage, and that guy ruined my pets, man. Like he stun locked them and just took them all out. Wow, see, and that another thing. I didn't want them to get distracted and fall behind over there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and put the shred on him. And let's bring in this guy over here. Hopefully, oh yeah, they're making quick work of this guy. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, and that's one of the things that I need to do. I need to make sure that the freeze resistance, I think, is the one that I'm most susceptible to from that nemesis. So devotions or whatever will help me with that freeze resistance. I'll have to do, because he was like everything else with Grizzly, I was pretty good so long as I just dodged around, because the player resistances were the problem.
Is that you, Mother?
Except for the freeze resistances. There we go. Alright, let's just get out of here and go straight to Malmoth. I don't think there's going to be too many bosses or anything that we really need to worry about here. I think there's only like one that we might want to fight. All the rest of these are just trash mobs that I don't think we really want to spend too much time fooling around, because you can see the pets are doing a decent job, but it's still very slow. Still very slow. So we want to get those devotions. Either the pets will become stronger or increase their survivability. It depends on the ones that I select. If I can figure my way out of here. Oh, here we go. I think this is where the bosses are going to spawn. So let's just come over here and... There we are. Bring in you. Nice primal spirit. And I do believe that taunt works. Let's go ahead and just pull that up. We're not even going to stick around. Yeah, I do believe that taunt works. I'm not even gonna worry about those guys. Oh, there it is. Right over here. And there you go, that's that. Now, I do want to get Malmoth going. In the next episode, we will rush Malmoth. Because we do want to get Malmoth going. Alright, catch you in the next one.